All right, guys. So let's solve this question. Let's see how we can tackle this question. Okay. So the question read, remember the requirements remain the same. The requirements here remain the same. We go with this requirement. Okay. So the question read, a police authority conducts an 8-week experiment. So 8-week experiments. Automatically, this shows that our N is equals to 8. 8-week experiment. In each week, it records the number of foot patrol, X. So number of foot patrol is X, made in a small town, and the number of reported crimes, Y, in that town. The data are summarized as follows. So now we are given the data. Yeah. So we are given the data. Remember, we used to calculate this data, like for this question now. For this question, we have to calculate X value for X, Y, X square, Y square, X, XY. We have to calculate XY. Remember, so put all the X values, put the Y values, and the square root of X, we put their values here, and we have their sum. Sum of X, sum of Y. Remember how we used to solve the questions in the first lecture and the second lecture, how we used to solve the questions. But for these ones, life is easy. They already calculated them for where gave us the answer. So life is easy. Get? Life is easy for this one. So we don't have to prepare the table anymore. But for this question, question 1, a market trader, you have to prepare the question. You have to prepare the values. And for this question, again, you have to determine X square, Y square, sum of X, sum of Y square. You have to determine that. And you know how to do it from the previous lectures. So that's why I'm taking this question. We don't have to do that again. So the only thing we need to do now in this question is to state our formula and apply. So we are calculating the value of the product moment correlation coefficient. Okay, this is correlation. We are asked to, this means we have to get R. But remember I said we'll use this question for correlation and also use this question for regression, where we assume that X is equals to 6,000. Okay, so now what's my formula for correlation? Let me tackle A. Let me solve A. What's my formula for correlation? Formula for correlation, which is denoted by R, the coefficient, the R is equals to, don't forget, we say N, sum of XY, minus sum of X, sum of Y. This divide, you get the square root. The square root of N, sum of X square minus sum of X, all this square. Okay, and this bracket close and open another bracket, which is N, sum of Y square minus sum of Y all square. This is my formula, steady formula. Now I bring in my values. I already have the values, so it's make life easy for me. So therefore, what's my N? My N is 6. But even if we are not given N here, while reading the question, you see, a police authority conducts an 8-week experiment. We have N automatically to the 8. Okay. So, therefore, we have 8, sum of X square, sum of XY. Sum of XY, I have 1335. 1335. Close. Minus sum of X. Sum of X, 52. Sum of Y, 255. I'm done with the numerator. I have my square roots. And I have N is 8. Sum of X square. Sum of X square is 380. You can see that. 380. Sum of X, 52. All square. So we have 52 square. Okay, this close. Open this other bracket. And N, 8. Sum of Y square, 0.25 minus sum of y all square. What's sum of y? Sorry, but sum of y square is how much? 7,007. And sum of y all square. Sum of y all square is 225 all square. I've got my values. I've set my values. This is how we do the correlation. So now we want to determine the strength of the relation, whether it's a strong, whether it's partial, or if there is no correlation at all. Remember in my first lecture, we explained the type of correlation. So we want to determine the strength of this relation. Okay? So we move on. Calculator now. 8 by 1335. This will give me 10,680. Minus 52 by 2. And for y, let me see the value for y again, confirm. 225. 225, not 255. 225. 225. This gives me 11,700 over my square root of 8 by 380. This will give me 3040 minus 52 square. 52 square is 2704. 2704. Open the brackets. 8 by 7,007. This is 56. 056 minus. And 225 square. 5625. Okay, we keep going. Numerator, 10,680 minus 11,700 is 1020. 3040 multiply 3040 minus 2704 336 and 56056 minus 502 50625 5431. Okay. We still go now. We still have 1020. This upon the root of 336 multiplied by 5431. This will give me 1,824,816. So what do I have here? I still have 1020 divided the square root of that one. So the square root of 1,824,816. This will give me 1351. 1351. So therefore, R is equals to 1020 divided by 1351. This will give me 0.76. So this is my correlation answer. This is the strength of the relation. The strength of the relation is 0.76. Okay? So we've solved the one for the 5 marks. And we have 5 marks. This is what will give us the 5 marks for this question. All right? Okay, so see you in the next for the regression analysis now. So take your time, go over this again, and solve it again by yourself. I think you are good. Okay, bye-bye.